Straw Hut Media.
Guys, I'm here with Jordan.
Oh, Lord.
Finally.
Trouble. Hey guys, it's Jordan Jones, and welcome back to the Jordan Jones podcast. On today's episode, we have one of my bestie girls, Teala Dunn. I have known her for so long, you guys.
For ages. We were babies when we met.
We can also talk about that, but before, I just really want you to shout out your new project, your new movie on Amazon Prime, because we got to give you and your work a shout out before we get into the nitty-gritty.
Before we get into the tea. So I have a movie coming out called Rock Bottom. It is a Amazon Prime original movie, which is so exciting. I've never done any Amazon movies before, so I'm really, really, really excited. And it's about these two best friends, Alex and Kat. I play Kat with a K. And we're just...
Kat?
I know.
Okay, Kat.
Okay, Matcha. Matcha should watch. Matcha will like it. And it's just like a really good, feel-good, like movie for all ages. There's a lot of drama that goes down, and there's a lot of great music involved as well. So,
ooh, I think like one of the coolest things to note that you have done is your turtle voice.
Wonder Vets.
I always think about that. You don't even know. I'll see you and someone will be like, oh, like what does Teala do? And I'm like, not an influencer, not a YouTuber.
She's Tuck the Turtle.
She's a turtle. She's a turtle.
She's a turtle.
Is it still happening?
I haven't done it in forever, but I'm sure it's still on,
still
it's online.
rolling.
It's still rolling around somewhere.
Isn't that so cool?
Which is insane. And I did that from 6 to 13. I did the voice of Tuck the Turtle from 6 to 13. I can still do the voice too.
Yeah, please.
Hi, Matcha. It's me, Tuck. To the flyboat, to the flyboat.
Isn't it crazy that something from ended it when you were 13? And
yes.
You're like, what,
27.
28? Okay, 27 now. That is crazy.
Wild.
I always think about that. I don't know why. But yeah, she's also a YouTuber, beauty guru. You have a line in Walmart, right?
Yes, Creme de la Cube. Okay, Jordan knows. She knows what's up.
That's also like so cool. Like, I feel like you have like so many more things checked off your bucket list than like we even realize.
You do too. I just think being an influencer and just like being in the entertainment industry in general, it's so nice and important not to put yourself in a box. So if you can get your foot and dip it in all the waters as much as you can, especially while you're young, like do it.
Yeah.
Because these opportunities are very hard to come by. When you get that opportunity, just like do it, put your all into it, and like see if you like it.
That's something that I've always lived by. I was a baton twirler, a gymnast, and a dancer, all at the same like ages, like all growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And then like one by one, they kind of like fell off, and I like formed a dancer. And then when I moved out to LA, it was YouTuber, singer, rapper. I tried it all.
Modeling,
and then like
everything.
I again ticked some off that I like didn't like or weren't as successful, or I wasn't like seeing income like from those.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like what you said, like dipping your toe in everything. With my career and my life, it's better that I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything instead of being really good at one thing.
Yep.
Like my mom has always wanted me to like pursue singing, be a singer, be a pop star. And I'm like, I don't know if that's for me.
Yeah.
I would rather kind of do a lot of different things and just be in the entertainment world than lock
just
myself
one specific
in one thing.
Yeah.
Which most celebrities nowadays, like Zendaya, she does all of it and she does everything amazing.
Yeah.
There's
she's
so
like
many people like
literally
that.
Perfect. Like, what isn't this girl doing? Like, it's insane.
What isn't she doing?
Exactly. I don't know.
Maybe she doesn't own her own business yet. She hasn't stepped into like the business
I guess
world.
that's true.
But again,
she does
like,
a lot of collaborations with
exactly.
like huge brands.
She'll be like the face
of everything.
Yeah,
Louis
everything.
Vuitton or whatever.
But yeah, we met you guys, and I think it was 2015 at Coachella. We always talk about this.
Yes! It was my first ever Coachella too.
Me too. I was too young to go to anything. So I could only go to this one party, and I drove all the way out to the desert for it.
Just for it. It was a poppin' party.
Oh my God.
Everyone was there. I also was super young too and couldn't get into anything. I was like 8. I
had
18.
a flower crown on.
I know.
That's how long ago it was.
So did I. That's when the flower crowns were like the epitome of Coachella. Like if you're not wearing a flower crown, it was like, what were you doing there?
What do you think is like the top 3 trends right now?
Ooh, top 3 trends right now.
I would say like baggy jeans.
Or like fashion-wise. Fashion-wise?
Either.
Definitely baggy jeans. Baggy jeans are making a huge comeback.
I want skinny jeans to come back though.
I know.
I'd be looking good.
You said, but okay, like we gotta celebrate the cake.
Like I'm drowning in these pants. We're little. We're 5'1", right? Like these baggy pants kind of need to go.
Yeah, I like them sometimes though because they're really comfortable. What else is popping off? I feel like denim. Like denim has made such a big comeback. I just feel like
shout out Hugo Blue in Berlin last week or in the beginning of March. That's why I went. They were launching denim, so it's so funny that you said that.
Oh my god! Yeah, I did see that you were out there. That looked like an amazing trip.
It was. But yeah, denim, baggy jeans. Yeah, I guess we'll put that in one. I feel like early 2000 era fashion is so back right now. Like that is like what all the girlies are. Y2K, right?
Y2K vibes. Like Tara Yummy, like that's all she wears. I feel like it's very like old Paris Hilton vibes. Like that's not particularly my style. She looks amazing. I don't think I could pull it off, but I feel like that style is very trending right now.
And then maybe faux freckles.
I've never tried those.
I just know that they're
so popular. You have real
I would honestly say skincare is like the most in right now that it's ever been.
Wait, how did we not talk about that? The drunk elephant drops, the freaking
on my face today.
Okay, it's so good though.
It is.
Also, you know what else is trending that I just got my hands on and I actually love it? I forget the brand of it, but it looks like whipped cream and it's sunscreen.
The sunscreen?
Yes. It's
you
so
have gotten
good.
it? I almost want to.
I went to like this gifting suite and they had it and they gave it to me.
How is the chamoy pickle? Is it actually worthy of me getting it?
Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, I could talk about chamoy pickles this whole podcast. I am such a pickle girl, but you know what's weird about me? I don't like pickles on my sandwiches. I don't like pickles on my burgers. I like just the pickles like by itself, like the big giant pocket pickles, the hot pickles, whatever. The chamoy pickles is so good. Now, the way I do it like the crazy people on TikTok. I can never lie, okay?
Do you like scoop out a little bit of it?
I scoop out a little bit of it. I put some hot Cheetos inside of it. Then I like put the little like powder. Sometimes I wrap it up with the
Do you do
candy.
The dripping Red 40 as well?
That tastes so good. That makes it.
Red
because
40.
then it's so spicy, especially with the hot Cheeto, but the hot Cheeto gives it a crunch. But then with the powder and the little like liquid candy, it balances it all out. I will say it's so messy. Like these kits come with gloves. It's no joke. Like,
do you wear the gloves with it?
Yeah, because it stains my nails.
I heard like it stains like their countertop.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
you gotta wipe it down to get it out.
So the chamoy pickle is probably the best thing you've gotten on TikTok Shop. What's like the worst? Maybe even like an Instagram ad. Like what were you so disappointed by?
Oh, I can tell you this. So have you seen those like body oils like on TikTok Shop that everybody talks about? It was like cinnamon something. It was supposed to smell like a cinnamon bun and it was like trending. And then they also had strawberry shortcake. I bought both, okay? Because I was like, I'm going to be smelling so good when I get out the shower. I'm going to smell like a little treat. It was so bad. It literally smelled like syrup. Literal syrup.
I didn't know what you were going to... What? Syrup?
Oh, syrup. Yeah, I guess. Syrup. It smelled...
Are you a Valley girl now?
I mean, honestly,
you were Simi Valley, right?
Yeah. For like ever. But honestly, it was not...
Syrup.
It was not... It smelled disgusting. It also did not last at all. They were like, you put it on your body, it's going to last all day. No. No. So that was definitely my most disappointing. I like the ramen noodles though.
I think those are a little overrated.
The noodles?
Yeah, maybe it's just because I think the noodles are like almost too thick. They're almost too chewy. Because it says 5 minutes. Yeah. But most people I don't think are doing the 5 minutes. Maybe it's better.
Yeah. I honestly like it when it's a little crunchy. I don't like when they're like too soft.
Yeah, al dente. Are you Italian? Yes! She's a Valley girl and she's Italian.
Watch out, guys.
I only like it al dente. I think my favorite thing would be, honestly, I got this just to promote, to make money from, because one of my friends was like, I made $40,000 from selling this.
I'm sorry, what?
So I got it. And I wanted to make a video to promote it, and my video completely tanked and I deleted it. But the crisscross chair, I
know exactly what you're talking about.
Love that thing.
Really?
I got it in ivory. I even got it without wheels because I want to just promote it, and like I'm gonna like donate it after because I have nowhere to put it, whatever. I have like the his and her sinks, and I put it on my side, so it kind of like looks weird, but it's so comfy. I use it every day. Because literally, look at me. I'm literally crisscrossed. I can't do. I literally can't. I can't game. I can't sit at a restaurant without doing this.
Yeah.
Unless it's like extremely fancy.
Yeah, then it's like.
But like still, like at Nobu the other night, I was sitting like this. So, like,
I was about to say Nobu. No.
I like you put the napkin on your lap, and like no one can see. So
who's gonna know?
I think that that's the best thing I have gotten, but I really want to upgrade to the chairs or the wheels. Sorry, because it scratches the F out of my floors. So, worst thing, I'm not really talking TikTok shop. I'm talking Amazon.
Oh, really? Okay.
A lot of these dupes for Skims or Lululemon are so thin. The sizing sucks. I cannot. Even like my friends closest to me will be like, oh my God, this is so good. I gotta, and I'm like, oh, send me the link. Because I see it's amazing.
You get it and you're like, this looks like crap on me. What do you mean?
Yeah,
like, or it doesn't fit right.
I would say like dupes just don't ever work out well for me. Well, that was the intro. So sorry about all of that rambling. We have some questions from you guys. The first one's a little bit more of like a confession type, and then the other ones are just like for us to like answer. So, I'm in a relationship for a year, and I feel like I don't have strong feelings for my partner anymore. Should I stay in the relationship because I'm scared of losing them?
Absolutely not. I think a year is more than enough time to know if you fully like that person. If you should be in love with that person.
You should be progressing. Obviously, I'd say around that time, the honeymoon phase does fade. They say there's like, 5 stages of a relationship? After the honeymoon phase, it's like the arguing, kind of like struggle, hard times. Yeah. And then you get back to like being so connected more than ever. So if you are in that right after a year, the honeymoon phase is done, you're kind of losing sight of it, you're not feeling it, that's, I think, where this person is. If you're questioning it.
I also just think, like, if your feelings aren't that strong, like, staying in it, and I get it, like, I've gone on dates with a lot of guys feeling like, okay, this guy's super into me, maybe I'll get there, and keep going on dates with them, and I'm like, oh my God, no, I'm just wasting their time because I have no chemistry with them and I don't like them.
You like try to make something?
Because they have strong feelings for you. Clearly this person has strong feelings for you, but if you don't feel that in your heart, you just gotta let them go. Because lingering on, it's gonna make it way harder for the other person.
And especially like knowing that if you feel that way, that person deserves someone who
is like, sure about that.
Yeah. If you feel bad about leaving someone, I get it. It's probably like the hardest decision to make.
For sure.
This person, does everything for me. They're the best to me, but I'm just not feeling 100% in it. I feel like you would try and try and try to make it work, but it's just like you love with like 100%.
Yeah.
Or you don't.
Yeah.
It's just not fair.
At the end of the day, like, you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste their time. It's better to just let it go. I know it's going to suck. Breakups suck in general.
Yeah.
But it's better to just, like, let it go than be miserable in something that you're not fully into. So,
it's sad.
It's very sad. But I would let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. I think I'm gonna watch that tonight with my niece. That would be fun.
Oh, I love Frozen.
Bro,
have you seen
Frozen came out in 2014.
No,
Can
it
you
did not.
believe that?
It came out that long ago. Did you ever see the second one?
Yes.
The second one made me cry. The Olaf situation really messed me up. I can't deal with it. I was like, you guys are playing with my emotions right now. This is not okay.
Okay, you guys. Next one. Where would your dream date be?
Ooh. Honestly, I went on an amazing date the other day with this person that I'm talking to now.
Tell us about it.
I wouldn't say it was my dream date, but it was definitely up there. He picked me up, as he should, opened the car door for me, like, very gentleman. We had the nice heat warmers in his car. And then...
What? Wait, what?
Like, there's the heat warmers, and then there's, like, the chairs that, like, kind of massage your back. It was, like, one of those.
Massaging heated seats. I thought you were just saying, like, he had heated seats.
Yeah.
He had heated seats. I'm like...
I'd hope so.
I guess...
Most cars do.
I feel like most cars do, but maybe, like, 2015 and on. Obviously, it's, like, probably an option. So not all cars... Oh, my...
I'm crying. But it was such a great date. We went to this place in Point Dunn and like watched the sunset.
Was
food.
the restaurant called the Sunset Room?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that place. We ate there, and then after he took me to like this beach lookout, and it was like a full moon, and we just like
This was
sat
yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang, it was the full moon.
Mm-hmm. And we like watched the full moon together, and it was so cute.
That's so cute.
It was a vibe. I feel like beach dates, like anything with a night, like anything with great conversation, good food,
Great
and
views.
then a view is so romantic.
Love that, yeah.
And like to pick a day or a night where it was like a full moon, I think it's just so hot.
I would say my favorite date I've ever been on in my life. Oh my gosh, like we've done it like twice. We go to Air One because it's my favorite.
Love Air One.
In Venice.
Oh, yeah, that's so close to me.
Yes, it is. I know where you live now. I have your location.
Yes,
I know where you live. Yeah, Venice. We go to Air One. And we're in his truck. So we go to the beach. He surprised me with this, by the way. I think the first time we did it was Valentine's Day 2022. So that was like it was to ask me to be his Valentine. It wasn't on Valentine's Day.
So cute. So a couple days before.
So I knew we were going to Air One, but like I didn't really know anything else. So he drives to the beach and parks in like an empty parking lot. And he's like, stay here. So he goes to the back. He blew up a mattress.
Shut up.
Yep. Comforter. Wrote on the Air One like box, "Be my Valentine," had roses, and then we sat there like watched the sunset, heard the waves, and we count planes and like guess where the planes are going. That is the best date.
So cute.
It's the best date. So we did it like one more time during summer, but we haven't done it since. I want to do it again. It's the best. I love that.
I love that. I love romantic people. Like that's thoughtful and romantic all at once. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
What is your love language?
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do top 2.
Okay.
And I know this.
I'm gonna do top 5. Even though there's only 5.
No, I know this off the bat. Physical touch and quality time.
Okay.
But obviously physical touch is only when I'm like with that person, because oh my god, there's nothing more gross in my opinion if like you're on a first date with a guy and they're like way too touchy or like da-da-da. I'm like, ew, literally
don't even like
don't touch me.
When people like you're in line at like say your coffee shop and someone's standing too close to you.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like if I don't know you, if we're getting to know each other, back off.
Bro,
but once
you're breathing on me.
You're doing too much. But once we're together and we're dating, I'm like, I want the cuddles, like, I want the kisses, I want it all.
Like, nothing is better than the hand gesture, like the
hand
thumb
holding, the caressing, all of it.
Caressing.
All of it. I want it all. And also quality time, because I know you relate to this too. Like, we are busy people. Like, there's always something going on in our life, whether it's...
we make time.
Exactly.
So make time for me.
Exactly. And I think, obviously, whoever I'm going to date, they're going to be busy too. I'm a very busy person, but I want that person to set aside a day, a moment, hours for me. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem.
Yeah, she said that.
What about you? What are your love languages?
Gift giving and acts of service.
Really?
Yeah, because I was talking about this in my last podcast that like surprise Starbucks at your door or like flowers at your door. When you just like that little like gesture makes me feel so
loved,
appreciated and loved, because I like to do that for others. Because most of the love languages is what you like to do, so that's what you want.
I totally see where you're coming from about the gift giving. As far as like what I love to do for people that I care about, whether that's like friendships or just like a relationship or anything, I do love getting little gifts for people. It doesn't even have to be big, just like thoughtful things. Like,
Teala
what's their favorite?
Me flowers on my birthday.
I do.
Like, because no one else does that.
Because, first of all, birthdays are so beyond important, and I've known Jordan for how freaking long. And
10 years?
Literally 10 years.
9.
Literally, no, definitely 10 years.
Well, 15. And now it's 2024.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Almost 10.
Almost 10.
Crazy. But I just think it's just so nice once you get to know somebody and that person's been in your life for a really long time. Whether you see that person or not, like, just being thoughtful, knowing what they like and going that extra mile just makes the biggest difference. Not only does it make you feel so good, just knowing that it makes them feel so good. It's just like so great. And like, if I'm dating somebody, I like to know every little thing about that person. Like, what's their favorite candy? What's their
Starbucks?
Starbucks?
Notes in my phone of like his
like
things,
what's their Starbucks order and stuff like that. And like,
mine's also his allergies. He's allergic to.
Is he allergic to nuts?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Nuts, cherries, raw apples, raw like carrots. Because they can be cooked apples, they can be cooked carrots.
But they can't be raw. That's so
because
strange.
of like, the way they were like
grown or I don't know.
Sprayed and stuff.
No way. He's allergic to cherries?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's in my notes. There's like some random ones too.
What are you allergic
Watermelon, he's allergic to.
What?
Mm-hmm. And it's like my favorite.
I love watermelon. What are you allergic to?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's just blessed.
But I hate nuts.
I don't like nuts either. Okay, I do like almonds.
I'll be okay with peanut butter. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like a peanut butter cup, like Reese's.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But also, like, I'm not gonna have like that stuff like around because I'm just too scared.
Yeah.
But yeah. So those are our love languages. I would just say acts of service because like...
Which is important, like driving you to picking you up from the airport, like
that,
things like
always,
that.
Always that. Like,
yeah.
I have this like desk I just got delivered. So like he's helping me like build it. It's just stuff that like I almost like can't do. Like it's a 98-pound package. I couldn't even move it from my door to like
That's
in
like
my
the
apartment.
size of a human. Like what do you mean?
I weigh 102.
No. I'm
literally
not a lifter. I don't lift. Like
that's why
at hot yoga I'm like 5 pounds.
Sorry,
I'm so
I do
strong.
need the man. I'm not one of those. I'm a woman and I can do anything.
No.
Maybe
like,
I'll get that like willpower when you're a mother because it just kicks in and you're like, I can do anything.
Oh my god! I can't wait until you guys get married and we're moms together. That's gonna be crazy because we look so young. People are gonna be like, oh my god, these girls are like teenagers.
Yeah. Like I'm watching my niece tonight. It just looks like I'm babysitting or something. Like doesn't look like she could. Yeah.
Ever be your kid. So
Next
funny.
question. How goes dating for you? Why are you not as into YouTube as you were as a kid? So this is more so a you question.
Okay. I feel like for me, I'm just now getting back into YouTube and I'm focusing more on like YouTube Shorts just because there's so many other platforms that I focus more of my time on. Mm-hmm. Like Snapchat, like Instagram
Wait, talk
Reels.
about Snap for a second.
Oh my God.
Teala's
First of all,
Snapchat, first of all, it probably takes 10 to 15 minutes to watch.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Like it is.
I'm on that Snapchat program. I'm on the Snapchat grind.
Is it 300 you post a day?
No, like only, it's like 100. It's
okay.
like 115.
No, there's more. There's more.
I've gotten up to 201 times.
That was maybe the one I watched. Yeah. Like I can't get through them all.
It's a lot.
These people.
All my Snapchat are crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy.
What goes through your head when you see this thirsty man comment and then you respond? Is there ever a time where you're like, should I not respond to this one? Is it too much? Like, what is your like boundary with that? Because she responds to
so many of them.
And they're like,
they're crazy. They're like, crazy.
I could not.
I want to smell your sweaty feet after yoga. Like, please just like step on me.
Show me your dirty socks.
Show me your dirty socks. Sell me your dirty socks. Ship it to my house. Some people, like, after I responded to that, would send me their address. Anyways, moral of the story. I think it's really funny because I have a very expressive face. So I'll just make the most grossed out faces responding to these people because I'm like, ew. And like, they'll ask me like, I just want your socks. Will you marry me? And I'll like post a video and be like, no. And it's really funny. And then of course I have like non-creepy fans that are like, I love you. You inspire me. How are you? You're a queen. And of course I respond to those too. But a lot of people subscribe to my Snapchat for those reactions because they're like, oh my God, these people are so funny. Like, I just want to see what she's responding to. So it's just kind of become just like a routine for me now. And it's so funny.
And can we talk about how much money you can make on Snap now?
Also, shout out to freaking Jordan because this girl has been on the Snapchat game forever. We were on a VidCon panel together. I think it was like you, me, and Sierra forever ago. They were asking us, oh, like, what's your favorite platforms or whatever? And I will never forget, you were like, Snapchat. And I was like, I mean, I use Snapchat a little bit, but blah, blah, blah. Like, you've been on the Snapchat game and putting people on Snapchat from the beginning. Like, now everyone's on Snapchat.
I used to save some of them because I'd be like, that is like the best day ever. I want to save
you want to have the memories.
It would be like 4 to 7 minutes. And that was long back then because you know how you could like shorten the times down, you can like loop things, but like back then you like couldn't. I remember when the Snapchat first launched their program for creators now, all of them were like, we want you to be like how you were.
Like post more, post videos, post whatever you want. And I was just like, I watch every single one of your snaps. You barely post on like, Jordan, post your matcha, post matcha and your actual matcha.
I think I post too much still. Like I'm at like 20 to 80.
I missed the 80. I'll watch the 80.
There was 80 like once. And I'm like, I post like 20 to 80 even though it's like, I posted 80 once. And you're like, I posted 200 once. But
True.
Can you give me like a ball? I know you're not going to say the exact number. And we obviously have different, each month, whatever could be different. Yeah. Give me like a ballpark of what a month on Snap could look like for you.
I mean, like money-wise, it really just depends, but I'll say view-wise, because I've been posting a lot, like I literally went from getting like 300,000 views, 400,000 views to now like 5 million views, which is insane.
Yeah, I get like 2 to 3.
5 million was like the most views I got. But like
me too.
Now it's like, it's a lot of views. Like every time I post now, like again, not saying that 200, 300,000 views is not a lot of views. That is a lot of views. But like
you can
just
really see the difference. And you think posting more is too annoying. So why would people watch?
But the more you post, the more views you get.
Yes.
And the more engaged you are with your audience, whether they're creepy or not. Like
they always say, react to the comments to get more views. Yeah. Even like if you do like little polls and questions on Instagram. I love the polls too. It helps.
The polls on Snapchat I've been starting to get into, because obviously we always use polls on Instagram, but the polls on Snapchat are really nice.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like, if I'm doing like an outfit of the day or whatever, I can be like, hey, do you like this outfit or blah, blah, blah. I love it. I love Snapchat so much. But I am getting back into YouTube a little bit, just starting out with the shorts. It's just so hard to go back to like, what's up guys, da da da. Like I was just such an oversharer, a vlogger, morning routine. Like it was such a different era then. And I also just think like I was so young and would get like so much hate. And yes, I would get lots of coin and lots of views.
And lots of love.
And lots of love as well. But it was just like a lot because I was oversharing my real life. It wasn't like I was like putting on, a character or something like that. Like I really was like oversharing so much of my life and so much of my personal. To step away from that and like, there's other platforms that can go away in 24 hours where I can show like my true self and not just have
or
it be
15 seconds instead of 15 minutes.
Exactly. So
you have more control over that.
Exactly.
Short form is obviously thriving too. It is. We kind of like, as content creators, we have to move like these companies and businesses and brands and platforms, because if we're still doing like 30-minute vlogs, like we'd still get like some viewers, but it's different.
No one's watching those vlogs like that. Like I feel like long form on YouTube is like all podcasts.
It has to be podcasts.
All podcasts or like streamers re-uploading their live stream from like Twitch or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like that's the only I watch all of that. I love watching podcasts on YouTube. Absolutely.
And mukbangs. That's what I watch.
I watch mukbangs too.
Like Steph. Do you watch Steph's videos?
No.
Oh my God.
Wait, you don't have to send me the link.
Steph Pappas. She's one of my friends. You have to watch her videos. It's good discovering someone new, so then you have like so much more stuff to watch.
And then you can just like binge them.
I have to wait like a whole week. You know what I mean?
Ugh, so that's the worst.
You'll be able to like backtrack, backlog, whatever.
I will be watching that. I love mukbangs. That's another thing I do on Snapchat too. Like I always film
Eat with me's.
The eat with me's.
It's so funny because like all I can think about is first of all that chamoy pickle, but also by the way, you just posted a health nut salad video, whatever.
Yes.
I hate salads. I don't really like cold food. And I've never looked up something so fast in my life, like influenced.
Really? I swear to you, I'm not that much of a salad girl either. That salad is the most delicious.
I like noodles.
It's the best combination. I swear to you.
And I was like, okay, sold.
Yep, the Kardashians. They put it on the map.
Her reaction to these, like most of the time you watch a mukbang and someone's like, this is like so good. Teala, she's over the top with it. Can you like, you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't even. I'm like, like I'm one of those people, if I eat something really good, like my eyes are rolling back, like I am making sounds that sound questionable, but it's just because I'm eating the food. If people watch my Eat With Me's, and if they're in public, like they might need to put their AirPods in. Respectfully.
Literally me, I'm like, Kate's gonna think I'm I promise it's an eating video.
promise you, Teala's just eating a health nut
Anything
salad.
Teala does is over the top. And that's why you're so special.
Honestly, I feel like you too. I feel like we're just very extroverted people.
At least you're aware of it.
Oh, yes.
Like, you're just like, what do you mean? Like, I'm just eating. Like,
I'm
why
just
is Jordan
eating normally.
being so annoying today?
No.
Like, I get it. What was it like to meet Millie Bobby Brown?
Oh my goodness, story time.
Yes.
So, my movie that's coming out, Rock Bottom,
Yes.
Jake Bon Jovi's in it. Love him. He's one of the leads in the movie. He was so
Okay,
amazing to work
fiancé.
with. Exactly. So, they were just boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. I had no idea who he was dating. When we first did our table read, he was like, I have to go, guys. I have to go. Like, I have to go to the airport and like meet my girlfriend. Da-da-da. Like, girlfriend. I was like, okay, like, do your thing. Okay. Like, as he should, whatever. And he ran off. And then I was like,
Ran off.
I was like, let me just look up who his girlfriend is. And then I saw that it was Millie Bobby Brown. And I was like, oh, period. Like, as he should. As he freaking should. You better run to C11, okay? And then when we started filming, she flew out to California and was on set with us literally like every other day.
Oh my
And
gosh,
so
so
she was
cute.
so sweet. And then I really got to get to know her on a deeper level and like would have lunch with her. And she's just so down to earth, so chill, so talented. And before I even met her, I went on this like, I was bored and I went on this deep dive with watching Stranger Things. Because originally I watched season 1 years ago, but then it just fell off with it. And then I watched the entire thing, like fully caught up. And then I met her and I was like, that's so crazy. And then she invited me to her birthday party last year. That was crazy. So much fun. It was like cowgirl themed. She's just so nice. I have nothing but great things to say about her. She's so talented and she's so normal. Like
Yeah.
for somebody that's that successful, you would think they would be like having an ego or like, I don't know. Like a lot of people, there's so many TikTok influencers that like have egos and they're like, oh my God, da-da-da. Like you would think that she'd be like that. Not at all.
Like, speaking of down to earth, I think she has to be probably the most down to earth person. I'm not certain about this because I've met like a lot of people when I was really young in this like industry, but I don't think I've ever met her. But listen to this. I will literally never forget this. So she was really close with Maddie and Mackenzie Ziegler,
Yes.
like when we were probably like 16, 17 years old. And I never watched Stranger Things. I don't think I've ever seen a single episode. Like I've never watched anything that she's in. Not me being not supportive at all. I just like...
Come on, Jordan, watch it.
But like she DM'd me. She, I think, knew me from them because like dancers and like whatever.
Mutual friends. And
So, and by the way, she was already 11. She's already like...
killing it.
like a massive... And in 2017, she DM'd me saying, thanks for the follow.
Oh my
And like, I was like,
God.
oh my, I said, no prob, girly, how are you? Whatever, we get talking. Then she like gives me her number right off the bat. And I always think that that's like so crazy because like I don't even do that really.
Yeah,
Like even
yeah.
to like girls, like I don't really even do that. So I was just like, this girl is like popping. Like everyone I'm friends with is like, oh, she's
Oh my God.
DMing you,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. Then this is where I was like, oh my gosh. When my dad passed away, she said, I'm so sorry for your loss, sending my love. So this is a year after.
Wow.
No, 2 years after.
Yeah.
But we had like some communication, whatever. I was like, thank you so much. She goes, let me know if you need anything. A day later, she's so smart. She goes, could I have your email to send you an invitation for my birthday in February, sending my love and prayers to you?
Oh
So I
my
send my
God.
email to her. Then the next day she goes, what's your address for my shipment, for my box, whatever, thinking, she's like telling me basically that it's about this like event and birthday party.
Yeah.
So I give her my address, and then she also asks for my number after that. I give her my number. Then I wake up the next day to flowers at my door from her.
Stop it.
And
She's so thoughtful.
like that time, like I really obviously like saw who cared about me like the most. Even some people like thought to send it like straight to the funeral home. But I had these when I got back to California.
Wow.
I was like, holy crap, this girl is so nice and sweet, and I still don't know if I've ever met her, but I have to say I'm obsessed with her now.
Me too.
She's so
killing
funny.
it. She's
I just-
hilarious.
I see her interviews where she's like talking about the carrots video.
Yes! Oh my God, that video
Like-
is so funny.
If there's like two people I stan right now, it's Olivia Rodrigo and Millie Bobby Brown.
I agree. In Millie Bobby Brown, we stand. Her Hot Wings video is really funny too. She's just the best. I love that girl.
And like when she just talks about like her husband and all her animals and her like foster and like her
that too.
the Winnie the Poodle on like Fallon or whichever one it was.
Yeah, the fact that she has bunnies, she just takes care of so many animals. Like she's just a walking green
She's
flag.
like, oh yeah, my like goats. Like
I know, like she like has a farm. Like I love her.
She is so sweet. So yeah, shout out to Millie Bobby Brown.
Shout out to Millie.
I'm gonna end this off with another little piece of advice from us.
Okay.
How do you stop being a doormat to people?
Oh, this is a good one because one thing about me when I first moved out to California, I mean, obviously we were super young, whatever, I was young. I was definitely the definition of a walking doormat. I was just super loyal to all these like friend groups and all these girls that were like, I thought they were so cool and like I didn't want to speak up for myself. Way too trusting. Oh my God. I was just gullible and trusting. And that is a recipe for a doormat because then you don't want to speak up for yourself because you don't want to lose those friends. You're loyal to all these friends. They walk all over you. Your opinion's their opinion. It's all one big mess.
Which you've still stayed very caring to maybe your like secure group now, which like I'm glad that it didn't like kill you completely.
It didn't. It definitely did.
Because that happens to most people.
It does.
They are like so open and so trusting that all these people literally tear them down, and now you're so closed off to everyone.
Yeah, and then you're just like cold-hearted, which is that's not the way to be. But it is important to speak up for yourself, set boundaries, have an opinion for yourself.
Setting boundaries to me and like following through with those is the hardest thing that I
really hard.
Still am not very good at. I'll think to myself like, yeah, I shouldn't let that fly or like this or that. And then like when it comes down to it, I just like don't have it in me to like be
You're like, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal
mind.
anymore, da-da-da.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, well, this, and this are like factors, and this happened so that happened. And then like I like downplay the situation to make myself not have to say anything. And then that makes people continue certain behaviors with me. Yeah. So I'm not very good at giving advice on this scenario.
I'm still learning too. Like I'm still navigating how to stick by the boundaries too. It's like you can say them, and then if people cross those boundaries again and you just like let it go, then it's like they're not going to respect you, because I feel like respect is just so important in every relationship. But I just feel like if you're around people that just feel like they can walk all over you and that you're not going to speak up, they don't respect you. And one day, you know, I don't want you to like snap or anything and they're like, where's all this coming from? This girl never speaks up for herself or whatever. So I think it's important to just maybe have a conversation with your friend group or whoever it is in your life and be like, it makes me feel really uncomfortable when you guys talk to me like this, or, you know, I'm just speaking up for myself now. And if you guys still want to be in my life, some things are going to have to change. And if they like flip out on you or gaslight you or anything like that, then you don't need those people in your life.
Yeah, like in my relationship and like all relationships that I even have nowadays, it's like loyalty and respect is way more powerful than like love.
It is.
Especially like with the one girl talking about her like 1 year, you know, she's not feeling that spark anymore. To me, I know now that love can be at a low, it can be at a high, it can fade,
it's always
it can
fluctuating.
re-spark. But if you have the respect and the loyalty, then that is what will hold you two together. And maybe that's like that connection now, like after the honeymoon phase that like we've developed. But yeah, like I've never felt in my life ever, and I don't know like if this is just like I was so immature before, this was like totally my biggest red flag. I wouldn't think about how my actions would affect someone else. And this is the first relationship where I've done that, where I'm like putting my
self in their shoes constantly, and like,
and it's just because I like love and care so much that I really wanting to treat him how I want to be treated. So it's like, would I want him to do this? No. Would like, so why am I gonna do this?
Yeah, that's so true.
I'm 24 and I like am still learning. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm like,
I still can't believe you're 24. This is so crazy.
Yeah, and nearly 24.
Oh my god. She's an adult.
I am an adult and I love my life. Like, I bet you love your life.
Yes.
Love your life, guys.
Yes.
Be surrounded by people who uplift you.
Yes. And don't suck your energy dry or walk all over you or don't have loyalty or respect for you.
Eat your food and make any sound you want to make. And what else did we talk about? I'm like... You know, watch Millie Bobby Brown's interviews. Yep. What else did we gather from this podcast? Watch your movie.
Watch your movie. My movie. And Millie's movie. We love Millie Bobby Brown.
I love hearing her say damsel.
Me too.
And I'm like, I have never.
I still have yet to see that.
I've never watched anything other than like these interviews of her own self, and her personality is like
It's the best. She's the best personality.
Yeah.
We love you. We love you, Millie.
Shout out to her. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone
Shout
watching
out to
this
Matcha.
episode. Matcha is sleeping. She is adorable.
She's so cute.
Is there anything else you want to replug or plug that we have forgotten about before we wrap up?
You guys can just follow me. It's at TTLYTEALA on all social media platforms. And don't forget to check out Rock Bottom.
I'm so excited that this worked out and we got to have Teala on the podcast. Thank you guys
I've been waiting
so much for watching or listening. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday with a new episode.
Yay! Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Jordan Jones Podcast. Jordan's passion is to inspire, relate, and give you that much-needed 1-hour escape from life's everyday struggles. Your family, and we're so glad you're here. Make sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, find us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Jordan Jones. JORDYN. This production is brought to you by Straw Hut Media, hosted by Jordan Jones, produced by Ryan Tillotson, edited by Daniel Ferreira. Additional production help by Carolyn Mendoza, Ali Ahmed, and Samir Gonchi. Keep shining bright like the diamond you are, and see you next time on the Jordan Jones Podcast.